All right. It's Joey Atlas here, your trainer for life, with a little something different for you. So, I just finished my training session, and I'm not going to share that with you today. If you want to see what I did, just scroll back a few sessions. I did shoulders today. It's a Wednesday night shoulder session that I just finished. 26 minutes, start to finish, and I'm done. No health club, no fitness center, no beast mode, no killing it, no characters, no drama. 26 minutes right here at home on the all-in-one Sculpt-to-Fit home gym system. If you want one or if you want to learn more about it, just post below or come to joeyatlas.com. Reach out to me there through the contact form, either myself or my team. We'll get that message, or you can come find me on my social media links at the bottom of joeyatlas.com, and we can see how we can help you and your family get one of these at the house, the office, the vacation home. But here's the point. The actual exercise stuff, it's all figured out. I've got it. There's no more need for the hardcore stuff. No more need to beat your body up and punish yourself. That's all figured out. But there's a bigger elephant in the room. And there's no pun intended here, because I struggled with it myself for many, many years before I was able to defeat that elephant. It's the food issue. It's the nutrition part of the equation. In working with people over the years, various ages, various backgrounds, various lifestyles, various histories, and also working on myself, I really came to realize the challenge and the obstacles that the food and nutrition and the beverage part as well, that part of the equation meant to the average person, and how hard it was and has been to not figure it out, because it's really easy to figure out. It's hard to execute. It's hard to make change that equates to real results, real improvements, real lasting benefits of true health, wellness, and longevity. And it's not as easy as, oh, okay, here's what you do, now I'm just going to do it. Because we all know how that turns out. We can have the best intentions for a few weeks, even a few months, for some people even a year or so. But what happens at some point, they fall off the wagon. Either the diet or the eating method becomes too unreasonable, too strict, and too unmanageable, and they fall off. Or some other life event interferes with their eating plan, their structured regimen, and a life event, a party, they just don't have what they need at that specific moment, and they grab fast food or what have you, and they're off the program. And then again starts the downward spiral. Food addictions kick in, codependencies kick in, and all of the negative forces around us in our life kick in to prevent us from getting on the right path again. But today I've got a special lesson I'm going to share with you that has been critical in helping me overcome, and also coaching people either in groups or one-on-one how to overcome this elephant in the room, this unseen demon that most people have no clue about. When you learn about this, for some people it just makes them so angry that it motivates them to change, knowing that there is a built-in enemy inside this whole food and nutrition and beverage industry. Other people, it just makes them aware enough that there is something that has been working against them, and it gives them enough motivation and will to take steps to find the right help and the right support to help them overcome that known obstacle now. Here it is. I've said this before. I've said it many, many times. I've lived through it. I overcame it. I now know how to manage it, no problem. But I've been doing more and more research on it, and here's what I'm going to read to you. And I'm going to share more of this either below here or on my blog at joeyatlas.com. So you're going to want to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more follow-up on all this and sharing more information that not only empowers you, but it's going to strengthen your will to overcome this crap. Basically, it's food addiction. It's engineered food addiction. Foods that are engineered and designed specifically to make people want more and more of those foods at every sitting and every day of the week as much as possible. So, I pulled up a few articles, and I'm just going to read you a snippet of one of them, and then we're going to call it a day here on this video. But this is something I'm going to revisit, and as I do more research and as I coach more people through these episodes to defeat this demon, I'm going to be sharing bits and pieces with you. This specific article mentions several people. One of them his name is Bruce Bradley. He's a former food industry executive who spent 15 years working at General Mills, Pillsbury, and Nabisco. We all know some of the foods that are highly addictive that come from those companies. He ran some common food brands, including Honey Nut Cheerios and Hamburger Helper, amongst others, of course. But one day, he discovered he could not do it anymore. We quote Bruce, "There were certainly times that I felt uncomfortable or troubled by what I was doing." He said, "I think that's ultimately one of the reasons why I left the industry. As you start to get glimpses of products and you understand better how consumers are using them, and then you see trends like obesity and health issues that are increasing, mainly driven by the foods we eat, it was hard for me not to just take a more thorough assessment of what I was doing." Now, Mr. Bradley writes a blog that critiques the food industry. So I'm going to be sharing that with you in my own blog post. I'm going to link to a bunch of these. But he further explains, "I decided to step out and ultimately speak out in hopes of bringing more awareness to the issue." He said, "What we eat and drink from a lot of these big food and beverage companies isn't that good for us, and we should reconsider it." He said, "These products are designed to keep you coming back to eat more and more and more. They're trying to increase their share of your stomach." I'm adding my words here. The way they increase their share of your stomach is by increasing their share of your mind, by making you addicted to how those foods taste, the texture of them in your mouth, the texture going down, and the after effects they have on your system. They are instantaneous happiness and pleasure that any human being can derive whenever they want, in a world that most people can't get the right pleasures and desirable feelings that they want. So these addictive foods are filling a massive, massive void in this world. Again, we'll talk more about this. There are other ways to find your pleasures, to find satisfaction, to find happiness, but they can't come from these addictive foods and beverages because it's a road to self-destruction and early death, premature disease. And just look around us in society. We see it happening everywhere. You might be suffering from it yourself. I know I've been through it. It took a lot of work to defeat that in myself, in my life, but by going through that process, it's helped me become a much stronger coach, a much stronger advocate, and a much stronger voice. And I plan on doing much, much more of this and doing some other things also on top of it to help reverse this trend and have the opposite effect on people by making people addicted to healthy foods, addicted to foods and beverages that actually bring about health, wellness, and longevity. That's it. Let me know what you think. Post below. If any of this triggers any more questions, thoughts, or comments from you, post them below. Take this video, share it with somebody you know who might be struggling with this very issue right now, this second. Share this with them. If at minimum, they can learn that the foods they're eating and the beverages they're drinking are designed to make them addicted to those things, That's one massive tool they can have in their pocket that can help them overcome this addictiveness to foods and beverages. And that could be one step in releasing them from the grasps of these negative things that we don't need, that are keeping us down and are making our health deteriorate. That's it for now. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you listening. And again, you want your own system for the home, the office, the vacation home? Post below or come to joeyatlas.com. Message me there or hit the social media links at the bottom of the site. Let me know you're up for it, and I'll tell you where you can get your own with the special Joey Atlas discount. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. Be ready for the next one.